Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me turn my light on. Good morning. Good morning. I have to also get it set up on TikTok as well. But I'm going to do TikToky as well. Trying to get it set up. Let me let y'all know the topic in a second. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, and the topic of the day. Let me see if I can put the topic on here. Let me see. Because I know I could do it on TikTok. But I'm not sure if I can do it over here on YouTube as well. Let's see. Okay, y'all give me a second. First time going live in a while, so I'm trying to get everything set up. Give me a second. Get in here, get in here. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, all that stuff. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. It's a new week. Happy Monday. Okay, so I had to have one on it. All right, so I'm still over here setting up TikTok. Let's see. Um, your girl is going to figure it out in 1 second. I'm just trying to figure out how do I do the green screen. Let's see. Oh, baby, that under eye eats. That under eye is not playing with no one. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so we have that. Yo, I'm over here on TikTok trying to figure out how I can add the green screen, honey, because I do not know. And I know there's a way you could do it. It's not flip. Let me see. Settings. I promise you, Auntie gonna figure it out. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not it. Cancel. Okay, so the topic for today is, do you know how to ask for what you want to get what you want? I cannot figure out this green screen. Mm, mm, mm. And it's, let's see, effects. It's not under effects. Boards, maybe? Nope. Okay, hold on, y'all. I don't see it on here. How do I do this? Okay, I may have to just roll with what I have right now because I don't want to waste too much time trying to find it and I can't find it. Settings, effects. Wait, what? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. I was trying to do this green screen, y'all, and I cannot figure this thing out. Um, Maybe it's through here somewhere. Get in here, get in here. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna figure out this green screen because this is gonna bother me if I don't. I think I found it. I don't want that. I found it. Okay. Y'all, that's better. That's better. Good morning, good morning. When I say this water and lemon be hitting so much. Oh my God, it's so good. When I say it's good, it is good. It's like, thank God for another day. Get your lemon water so we can start this day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So, I hope I was able to get the topic of the day in there. But, so the topic of the day is, hold on, let me turn it back on for YouTube. I think I turned them off. Okay, there we go. Bada bing, bada bam. So we're good. We're good. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So, let me get some more of my lemon water. Y'all, I'm on this detox kick this week. Because it's time to clean it up. And I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not the only person. Like, January, it seems like January just started. And here we are now in June. Baby, the goals, we got to tighten back up with the goals. We got to get back tightened up with the goals. You hear me? Good morning, good morning. So we're gonna have us a little morning little chit chat, y'all. And I'm gonna try to go live every day. That's my goal. And we're gonna do it first thing in the morning before your shift, before you kick off into that Zoom call for the day. So the topic of the day is to ask the right questions. Like, do you know how to ask the right questions to get what you want? Rather that's via promotion with your job, or rather that's via with your man or with your spouse, your partner, or rather that's with like far as like even when you like in your faith, if you are a faith based person, when it comes to like your prayer or whatever, do you know how to ask for what you want? And I know it sounds like, okay, duh, if I want something, I know how to ask for it. But you'll be surprised how many opportunities, myself included, up until now, you'll be surprised how many opportunities that we all miss out on because we just simply don't know how to ask the right questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's the beginning of the week. It's a Monday, so this is exactly why I wanted to kick off the week with this topic because I don't want to let another day, let alone another week, to pass you by, and you're not getting the opportunities that you're supposed to have, or you're missing out on the things that is for you simply because you don't know how to ask for what you want. You know what I'm saying? So, good morning, happy Monday. Have my lemon water. So, y'all like the live, tap the live, like the live. Thank you. Happy Monday. So, with that being said, do you know how to ask the right questions to get what you want? So, what I've learned, y'all, I started working when I was 17 years young, okay? So, your girl have a lot of years of working under her belt. I no longer work. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Thank you, God. But when I was working, what I did learn, as far as in corporate America, okay? When it comes to corporate America, I was like, I thought that I had to understand when I first started working is that if you do the work, then you have a quarterly eval, right? You do the work, and so based on all the work that you put in on your evaluation, like your numbers, your metrics is going to speak for itself. You would think that, and that is true to a degree, but you'll be surprised, like when you get into meetings, whether you with your supervisor one-on-one or whether you in whatever type of meeting when they go over your numbers and everything like that, you would think your numbers will speak for itself. No, you'll be surprised how much work that I've put in. And I've even seen it with other people too that have missed out on opportunities simply because we didn't know how to ask for what we want. We didn't know how to ask for the promo, for the raise. We didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? We just like, okay, my numbers are here. I'm doing the work. I show up. I have a good attendance. And we figured that'd be enough. But that's not enough. You literally have to be the person that know how to ask for what you want to get what you want. And it's so true. And it's like I used to always like when we used to have Zoom calls and stuff like that at my job when I used to work for corporate. We would have our Zoom meetings and like our month we have every like week meetings and then we have our big monthly meetings or whatever. I used to be like, oh my gosh, because it's always this one particular person. She will always have questions to ask. And I'm like, bruh, like, can you just listen to the meeting and so we can get out of here? And it clicked. It hit me one day. It was so crazy. It hit me one day. And I was like, damn, no, what she doing is correct. She got to figure it out. That's how you get yourself in opportunities. Like, that's how you don't miss opportunities. That's how you get yourself in position. You simply get yourself in position by one, being different. Don't be the person that's always in the back in the corner, not saying anything. No, you professionally, of course, if you're in a corporate setting, but you have to make your voice known. You have to be the person to stand out. Now, I'm not saying being obnoxious because the girl, she was not obnoxious at all. But what I learned from her on the outside looking in, what I learned, I'm like, oh, the reason why she's asking questions, the reason why she's showing up in each and every meeting, why she always has something to say is because when the CEOs and the presidents and all the people that get into the room, not them quarterly, not them weekly meetings, but when it comes to those quarterly meetings, when they get in the room, they know who she is and they're expecting her to have something to ask or something to have some kind of feedback. And you'll be surprised, every time an opportunity came up, they always mention her name. Always. And so that is a real big nugget I'm telling you. That's a big nugget. That's a big nugget for anybody. Like, if you feel like every time you turn around, like, you know, you put in the work, you know, you working hard, or whatever the case may be, you know that. Y'all make sure you tap the live, like the live, tap the live, tap, 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 tap. Let's get it up to 20, and I'm going to keep talking. Let's tap the live. Because there's enough people in here to get this thing up to 20, okay? So, but yeah. So that's the thing about it, is that you have to know how to use your voice, and you have to know how to speak up to get what you want, okay? Now let's go ahead and shift. That's like when you're working for corporate, okay? But also too, when it comes to relationships, like, you would think, like, okay, as a woman, any men in the room, I'm gonna put y'all on game, okay? When it comes as a woman, we feel like, okay, woman to woman, we understand each other. And when it comes to women, we're like, okay, you know what I mean. Simply, if you see I'm doing this, if you see the effort that I'm putting in, you see that I am showing you interest, you see that I'm available for you, or whatever the case may be, women automatically feel like, okay, you know, I'm invested. You know what time it is. And let me tell you, ladies, we have to know how to ask for what we want. You hear me? We have to know how to ask for what we want. So simply, if you want to go on 5-star Michelin dates, you have to let a person know that. You have to use your words to get what you want. You have to let a person know that, hey, I like Michelin dates. I don't want to go to wherever the other place that you took the other girl. I like Michelin dates as well. You know, you have to let a person know that in order for you to get what you want. And you'll be surprised how many, like, women, especially when you've been like in survival mode. Where are my single moms? Anybody that's been a single mom, or if you're the oldest daughter, yeah, you know the type of role that you have to take on. Definitely when you're a single mom, like, we're so used to, and we're so accustomed to, like, I have it, I'll do it by myself. When I tell you, like, the independency be on a whole nother level. But what I have learned, baby, independency is a lot of work and stress and gray hairs. No. Periods. No. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. So you have to ask for what you want to get what you want. And I've learned you have to be literal, especially when it comes to dealing with guys. When it comes to dealing with men, you have to be so literal. Because you would think, like, okay, you know, no, they don't. And a lot of things that we pay attention to as women, men don't. They don't. I'm telling you, I've been married now. This year in November, Lord's will, it be 6 years. Baby, 6 years. I've seen some things, okay? Men are very literal. Ladies, well, you will save so much time if you don't get frustrated by these men. You'll save so much time. You'll save so much energy. You'll save so much money. If you have to learn how to be literal, you have to just say what you want. Don't play the mind games. Don't be doing all the guessing games, because you are going to stress yourself out. Especially if it's somebody that you're interested in, you are going to stress yourself out. Baby, you got to be literal. Hey, no, I want this. No, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? And you can do it in a, you know, in a cutesy way. It don't have to be aggressive, but you can do it in a way that is firm, and just with an understanding of, this is what I like and this is what I want. And that's just an understanding. And if a person don't understand, and that's the thing about it, because somebody had asked me this just recently. They was like, oh, well, what if he's not doing this, or what if he's not doing that? I'm not going to say exactly who the person was or what they asked me. But, girl, you know who you are. Anyway, so if that's the case, move on. Move on real quick. Because the world is your oyster. You don't have to try to convince somebody to do what you want. You don't have to convince somebody to give you a certain type of lifestyle that you may want. You don't have to convince nobody. As long as you waking up and you doing your due diligence, you on your P's and Q's, as I like to call it, you taking care of yourself, you being the person that you need to be. Don't take shit from nobody else. Period. Don't take shit less. Okay? Period. Don't take nothing less. I'll never forget, I was in this relationship. Girl, this was like, I was probably about 21, honey. 21. Young and dumb. Like one of those moments. And I'll never forget, I was talking to my brother, and I was going on and on and on. I was talking to my older brother, and I was going on and on and on. I was telling him about, oh, well, he did this, and he's not doing this. And my brother said, what you need him for? What you need him for? What is he doing for you that you can't do for yourself? Clock it. What is he doing for you that you can't do for yourself? Okay? It's a whole new week. Happy Monday. And the conversation of the day, for those who are just getting in the room, tap the live, like the live. The conversation of the day is to ask for what you want to get what you want. Okay? To know how to use your words to get what you want. So that being said, don't be dealing with nobody bullshit when it comes to that job, when it comes to that man, when it comes to whomever the case may be, okay? When it comes to whatever could be in the way, okay, of the opportunities that you know or the lifestyle that you know you want to have, period, point blank. Don't let nothing get in your way, and don't be dealing with stuff that you do not need to be dealing with. Ooh, honey. Oh my gosh, don't. You're gonna waste too much time and too much energy for what? For somebody you're not even gonna remember. If you go a year without talking to them, you're not even gonna remember them. Exit. Let them exit stage left real quick, you know? So, yeah. Know how to ask the right questions. We have to be literal, unfortunately. And it's so unfortunate. Before I got with my husband, I used to be like, bruh, like, dating can't be this hard. Like, it can be this terrible out here. No. Let me tell you, dating, being honest, because with my husband, we met, we were working together, and it just blossomed from there. We were friends first, and then it just blossomed from there, right? So it doesn't have to be terrible. Like, dating is not terrible. I wouldn't say that. It's a lot going on in 2025. I'm going to say this. Okay? I've been married since 2019. But it's a lot going on in 2025. So I have learned that you have to be very literal with people, even when it comes to like business situations, y'all. When it comes to like friendships, don't do no assumptions. Don't do no assuming. Don't think like, oh, this person know what I mean. You have to be literal, extremely literal. Okay, periods. Like that's what I've learned. You have to be very literal when it comes to dealing with people in today's world. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to clock the time because in a little bit I gotta get my girls up because y'all know I am a mom and that comes first. So yeah, I have to get my girls up. They started camp like a couple weeks ago because they're out on school. So the girls will be going to camp in a little bit. I have to wake them up in a second. Okay, we're good. So yeah, ask the right questions to get what you want. It's a new week. It's a whole new opportunities. So when it comes to that job, when it comes to that man, when it comes to whomever you're dealing with or whatever, it could be a woman, whoever, however. When it comes to also your prayer life, if you're a faith-based person like me, like I pray every single day before I got on here, I had a prayer. Thank God for a new day. But yeah, when it comes to anything that you may want, also you have to make sure that you're asking the right questions, even when it comes down to in prayer. Because the scripture says, and I don't quote me, I don't know exactly which book in the Bible that it is, but the scripture says, you have not because you ask not. Yes, so that means that you have to know exactly what you want. One, and also two, you have to know how to ask the right questions to get what you want. You have to know exactly what resources, like how to find those things. So don't let another day, let alone another week, pass you by or pass you up simply because you don't know how to ask the right things. Like, don't let opportunities just, like, so many people, you don't realize how blessed you really are. Like, I'm blessed. First of all, we all blessed if we woke up this morning, okay? Let's get that clear. But you don't realize how blessed you are. Y'all go ahead and tap the live. Good morning, tap the live. But you don't realize how blessed you are when with the things that you do have. Okay, so don't let opportunities pass you by. Okay, some of us, many of us, can be so much further ahead when it comes to whatever goals that you may have, but we simply are just letting opportunities pass us by. And that was my conversation that I wanted to kick off today on this great Monday, because a lot of us are going to be going in Zoom calls. Some of us going to be going into all type of meetings or have different like little situations going on throughout the week or whatever. So yeah, don't let another week pass you by. Y'all like the koi fish? Love the koi fish, right? Yeah, so, and I haven't seen koi fish in so long. I don't know why koi fish been coming to me lately. Anybody know anything about that? What does that mean? Because they've been coming to me a whole lot lately. Happy Monday. So, yeah, don't let opportunities pass you by. Okay? So, when you get in that Zoom call and they say, do anybody have any questions? Make up a question. Let your voice be known, okay? So the CEOs and the supervisors or whoever can start looking in your direction if that's a job that you love, okay? If that's a job that you want to grow in. If it's something you don't really care about, okay, the hell with it, you know? But if it's something that you actually do care about, let your voice be known. Also, when it comes to that man, your spouse, that partner, or whatever, if you want to have fresh flowers every week, that's something that you want to do. If you want to go, if you want to start dating every week, or whatever the case may be, then you have to let your voice be known. Like, let them know. Let them know, because guess what? Everybody, especially in today's time, like with everything going on around the world, nobody else is thinking about, at least I hope not, it's so many distractions and so many things that's going on. Like, nobody is thinking about like how they can, I'm not gonna say that, let me not say that, but anyway, just let your voice be known, okay? Let that person know, like, hey, I like fresh flowers every week, period. And let them figure out how they're gonna get that done. But you let your voice and you let your concerns be known. Don't just do the assuming, because I know I used to do this a lot. I used to be like, oh well, they're working on their bachelor's degree, or they're working on this, or they're trying to get them a new car, so I'm not going to ask. No, allow them to be a man and allow them to figure it out, but you also make your concerns and your voice known of what you like or what you want, okay? And just being very considerate as well. It's not demanding it, it's simply about, hey, I like these things, I like this. Oh yeah, thought I lost y'all for a second. But yeah, it's simply about letting your voice be known, you know? So don't let no more opportunities pass you by, girl. Period. And I want to leave y'all with this, okay? Is that before I get off, because I have to wake my daughters up for camp. But I'll never forget, just this year, recently, okay? This is very recent, girl. Clock it. So just this year, I had booked this one-on-one with this big influencer. They have over 1 million followers, right? And so the meeting was great. Let me tell you, the meeting was phenomenal. However, we had to reschedule like once or twice or whatever before we even got on the meeting. So let's just say I wasn't that prepared. Okay, I was prepared, but I wasn't that prepared as I would like to be now that I'm looking back on it. So we get into the meeting, the conversation is going well. I'm telling her about what exactly I want to grow in and what I'm trying to do, and blase, blase, blase. Before you know it, the conversation then deviated over to health and wellness, which, don't get me wrong, is important, but that wasn't the reason why I booked the one-on-one. So with that not being the reason that I booked the one-on-one, now I am, good morning, happy Monday, happy Monday. Y'all tap the live, like the live. So with that being said, the reason why, um, even though the questions were well and we was having a great conversation, I learned some things, I did not seize the opportunity. I did not fully take the opportunity to ask the questions that I wanted to ask. You know what I mean? Because, it's just what things were going on that day. And I just wasn't really ready for that meeting, honestly. But I didn't want to reschedule again because she had already rescheduled twice. So I just wanted to okay, let's go ahead and just do it and get it over with. But yeah. So, and then when I got off the call, I was just like, damn, I was supposed to ask her about this. I was supposed to ask her about that. And I had, even though it was a great opportunity, it was a great conversation, she gave me a lot of pointers and a lot of good feedback. I just simply didn't go in deeper, and I didn't ask the question that I wanted to talk about. Ask the question that I wanted to ask. So let that be a lesson learned, okay, from your sis. Let that be a lesson learned, okay, is to not deviate from where you're trying to go, to stay focused on your goals. Don't let opportunities pass you by. And that all starts with, one, knowing what you want, and also two, asking the right questions, okay? When it comes to the job, when it comes to your career, when it comes to dealing with that man, when it comes to dealing with your partner, whatever the case may be, don't let opportunities pass you by, okay? All right. So I hope this is a word for somebody. Y'all let me know in the comments, however, whatever. I haven't been looking at the comments because, baby, these things are just going fast. And I still have to get familiar with going live because, as you can tell, I'm not familiar, child. It took me like 3, 4, 5 minutes to try to figure out the green screen. And I finally figured that out. So with that being said, practice make great progress. And so your girl, I'm gonna keep practicing at it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get it together real soon. Okay. So yeah. So I hope this is a word for somebody. Happy Monday. Don't let opportunities pass you by. Know what you want and ask the right questions so you can get the resources that you may need to fill out the goals that you may have. Okay. Enjoy your Monday. I'm about to get my babies up so I can kick off this day, and I have so many good things that are coming to you all. And also too, okay. Speaking of speaking of asking the right questions, okay? If you're a person that you are currently engaged, even if you're not engaged, but you just have hopes of being married one day. If you have hopes of being married one day, or you still believe in love or whatever, or if you are engaged, I have a conversation starter that you do not want to miss out on, okay? Now, this conversation starter is, baby, it covers all things when it comes to career, when it comes to finance, when it comes to sex, when it comes to money, when it comes to in-laws, when it comes to relationships. It covers all the things, okay? It covers so many different things, so you do not want to miss out on that. And you can find that in my bio. I'll have it posted, or if you see my YouTube, go to my YouTube and you can find it there, okay? But I'll make sure that I have it linked below. Let me see if you can link it in here. Let me see. So, okay. So I'll figure this out or whatnot. Like I said, this is my first time going live in a very long time. I can count on one hand how many times I've been live on TikTok. So your girl's still getting familiar. With that being said, listen, great practice make great progress. So I'll be live again in each and every day until I have this down pat to my liking. Um, so yeah. All right. So look out for that. I'll have it pinned. I'll have it posted. I'll have it linked somewhere. And it's great. It's a great conversation starter. It's something that you don't want to miss out on. And the reason why you need it is because it's going to save you so much time. It's going to save you so much energy, honey. Like I said, I've been married going on 6 years. Would be November, Lord's will. And the amount of, in the very beginning, me and my husband, we dealt with quite a bit of that was coming from different places, you know. We deal with quite a bit of, let's say, challenges, okay? Challenges that we could not control. They was not in our hands. You know what I'm saying? It was things that were outside things going on, but it's things that we never thought to talk about. We never conversated about it. So when the challenges arise, here we are just looking like two deers in middle headlights. So yeah, so I'll leave you all with that. I hope you all enjoy this. I hope it's a word, and I'll see you all in this live. Bye. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Dang, it's a lot of people that came in. Okay, let me end this one over here. All right, YouTube.